Unlimited Mars. Unlimited Mars. Yeah. Out of a bunch of people, like in the thousands that own this game, only 262 people have ever completed Unlimited Mars. I checked the records, so I know. I'm gonna explain to you how you're gonna be number 265. Because 260, what? I'm gonna tell you the general basics of what's gonna go down in Unlimited Mars, disregarding Celica or anything. In Unlimited Mars, your goal is to be on the ass of the opponent 24/7. You must own that ass. I don't know where I was going with that. You must own that ass and make sure the ass is always within sight, or the ass will come back and kick you in the ass. I can't explain why. It's the AI in Unlimited Mars. I complain a lot about the AI in all Arc System Works games, but the AI in Unlimited Mars is I've seen things. Let's just say I have seen things that make me really question what goes down in that studio. Nevertheless, the general rule of thumb is that you must always never let the opponent strike first. They'll always try to strike first, so an easy way to counter them is standing B, not down B. Standing B is your best option because it has the most range. And so is standing C, so you can able to throw those two things together. That's basically how you want to start off every combo with Celica. Always start first, basically. As for maintaining the pressure, that's as simple as getting the person in the corner. You corner is your friend. You need to be corner raping them at all costs. So at the start of every round, you saw me do it just now. At the start of every fight, you're going to be like standing around here, about this far apart. Your opponent will always want to hit first, but this move right here is 8 out of 10 times you're going to land with that move first. And as soon as you hit with that move, you go in there and immediately start comboing them. And here's the combo you want to do in the corner. Standing B, standing C, down C, down D, 4D, 4D, A, 4B, C. Fuck. I can't do that fast. Let me just take it step by step. The combo you want to do in the corner is this, and you want to repeat this over and over and over again. Standing B, into standing C, into down, into 3C. If any chance, here's a good way to demonstrate it. Let me turn on the opponent's blocker. Where is the block? There it is. Block everything. They don't block everything, because low, they never block. Did I put counter on? Yeah, I forced counter hit. Nope. Alright, here's what you want to do. Even if they block all of this, they will never block down 3C. I keep calling it down C. Stop! 3C. So if you're able to hit, at least you need to be able to hit 3C. That is probably the most quintessential part of that combo. If you're able to hit that, you need to go do this. That would be down D into 2 4Ds. Completely screwed that up. What? Okay, you need to land 3C first to make sure that combo hits. Down D, 4D, 4D. And when they come back in the air, you need to do standing A and then 4B. That will turn them back to at least the ground. So the combo into C again. So let's do this all together. A, 4B, C. No, you gotta do that C really fast or else it won't work. Alright, once you do that, you'll go into D, down D, down D. The reason you want to do this, and no other combination, D, down D, is that you want to keep them in the corner as much as possible. You want to corner rate them to death. So all together now, this will be your combo. Every now and then, the opponent will be so close together to the ground, you can sneak in another 3C in the middle of the combo. Hopefully I can pull this off. Now, that fucked that up. I did another 4D, but you get it. You get the point. That's your bread and butter combo for the entirety of Unlimited Mars. Another thing you must watch out for in Unlimited Mars, if you're comboing them in the corner, let me turn this on. Roll, not air roll, emergency wake up rolls. They're gonna try and forward roll out of the combo. There you go. They're gonna do that, and that's gonna be pretty scary. For time being, and throughout my playthrough of Unlimited Mars, whenever opponents would do this, I'd absolutely shit myself. Like, what the fuck do you do? Well, here's what you do. Here you go, you're corner raping them. Let me go here. Immediately. Turn around, BC into quarter circle back C. That's an easy and fast way to get them off their feet. And then when you do that, you charge in and just start hammering them once again. You can do this too. Just make sure you're charging it immediately afterwards to continue them. Now, here is another tip of beating. Here's another tip. This distortion right here is basically unblockable to the damn computers in the game. I don't know why, but 98 out of 100 times, no one will ever block this distortion. And it's pretty powerful too. Took off like a good 5th or 6th of Ragna's health. And well, how much is the overdrive version do? A little bit more than that. Don't worry about unlimited. It's actually unlimited version. I mean overdrive. Don't worry about overdrive at all, because pretty much overdrive is pretty much useless. At least if you follow my strategy. Let's say follow. But this distortion is basically unblockable. I wouldn't go for the C. It's not that powerful either. And they can block it and put you in a very bad position. And healing, just don't fucking do it. Did I even heal, like, at all? Let me do that again. Oh, okay, I healed, but the damn, regenerative health set it back. But don't heal, because what you're doing right now is, one, breaking rule number 1 of what I said, stop attacking the opponent. So that'll give your opponent to do basically whatever he wants to you. So completely avoid this distortion at all costs. Try not to do this distortion unless it's in the middle of a combo and you just feel like doing it at the end of the game.
Sorry, Ragna.
But this is basically the distortion you don't want to rely upon all the time during Unlimited Mars. And here's an easy way to confirm it. Well, you can confirm it at all because they just never block it. But when you're corner raping them, I fucked it up. But let me show you at what point they usually start bursting. If the opponent in Unlimited Mars has a burst, it's usually at this point, at this point where you should be aware of whatever combo you're about to do. If you're about here and you do a combo on them, no. If you have a burst and you're about here, they're not gonna burst out of the combo. But the second but if you're about like here, and you hit even the littlest things, they will burst, sending you flying. And it's at this point where you want to unleash your laser, because they're so far away that you're at a safe distance doing it, and they can't block it, and it does enough damage to finish them in 1 or 2 hits. Tager for one is just like a bullet sponge, so you're gonna probably need 2 of these. But you've been corner raping them enough games, so you should have 100 heat by the point they burst. So you're A-okay and safe in that matter. Now, we're gonna go into character specifics. Get ready, because we're going in. Welcome, I'm doing a commentary now. Long story short, I recorded this whole thing with sound, but found the plug to my headphones just laying on the ground. And I got angry. So I decided to make a commentary. What you want to do is pick the ideal course setting for your Unlimited Mars experience. No, not experience, Hell Ride. There are 3 courses. You have course A, B, and C. There are 2 characters you want to avoid at basically all costs. No, 3 characters. Izuyoi, Amane, and Jin. Izuyoi is painfully fast. I can't fight her at all. Amane is probably the cheapest character to ever grace Unlimited Mars with his drill spam of fucking doom. And then there's Jin. Just never fight Jin, ever. I hate Jin, and he gives me 30 more reasons to hate him on Unlimited Mars. Don't fight Jin, because he'll find every way to beat you, and he will beat you. So we're going into Core C. We have some difficult characters, but all in all, everyone in there is generally manageable. Let's do this. Start off with Bang. Bang Shishigami! Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Bang is the first opponent you'll fight in Core C. Now, he's pretty tough opponent, I gotta admit. He's very fast, and his drives can if you don't know already, his drive, if you attack him in the middle of it, it acts as a counter, like fucking Hakumen. And it'll ruin your day if you get hit by any of his counters. What you want to do when you start off a fight with him, is like, when I said before I do quarter circle back, see, he likes to start off every match with a command grab. You want to avoid that command grab at all costs, and then start hammering on with the combo I said before. If you stay on his ass the entire game, you won't have much trouble defeating him. So, yeah, follow that instruction. Next up, we have Tao. Tao is definitely a much more difficult opponent, and probably one of the strongest characters in this mode. What she likes to do is to throw out that damn bomb distortion that'll ruin your combo game if you get caught in the middle of it. Another one of things you must avoid with Tao at all costs is being defensive against him. Yeah, you know what I said before, staying on the person's ass is like one of the most quintessential things you should do in this mode? Well, that's very more apparent with Tao, because Tao is the cross-up master, and when she throws out that damn bomb distortion, that's unblockable, so just stick on her ass constantly. Also, if you start the match with a Core Circle 4C, you may jump over it, so be careful. Bullet. Bullet is the most difficult part of this challenge by far. She is fast, and her drive spans the entire map, so what you want to do constantly is to stay on her ass. Because if you gain distance her, she'll charge up, and she has a tendency to anti-air you out of nowhere. She'll be in the middle of attack and just like pseudo rapid out of it into her command air grab, and that's really fucking retarded. I don't know how she's able to do it, but if you come at her in the air when you're at really far distances away, she will try and air grab you, and 9 out of 10 times she'll succeed. But what you want to do basically the same way is just keep on her ass and never lose distance from her. Never gain distance away from her. If she has distance, she has the advantage in this fight. Tager. Now, Tager is a very interesting case. He's not the toughest opponent in the world. Well, not the toughest opponent in this game, but he has a tendency to just throw these random moves out there that might catch you off guard. And his most dangerous feature is when you're in the middle of a combo and you drop the combo and then he goes in for his grab, just like Anders. Just like Anders. And it'll take off a good quarter of your health, so never drop your combo around him. But other than that, I've been saying be aggressive as hell the entire time. You still want to do that, but Tager is really big, lumber, and slow, even when he's running at you like a fucking train. But if you want to back off and be defensive now and then, he won't be heavily punished for it. But I highly suggest that every match you take in Unlimited Mars, you need to be in their anus fully and never relent. Also, dropping your combos with Tager is pretty hard because he's such a big target. Never fear Tager, or Tager will get the advantage of you. Next up is Makoto. Makoto is one of the weaker characters in this mode, but she's pretty dangerous for the fact that her drive is really fast, and she tends to spam it at times, especially a quarter circle back D, which is where she charges forward into that punch of hers that can cross you up if you block. She tends to spam that move a lot, and the other distortion that she likes to do is her uppercut into fucking Dio's or is that fucking JoJo? That fucking move that she has with her, into a skyward punch you down. She does that move a lot if she has heat to spare, and it's a pretty powerful move, so don't get hit by that. Makoto also tends to, no, actually, she doesn't tend to do anything after that point. Like I said, she's a pretty easy character to beat, so just stay on her ass and avoid her distortions, and she'll be pretty easy to beat. Tsubaki I would also consider in the same class as Makoto, not being the strongest opponent on Limited Mars, but has a feature that is very dangerous. Tsubaki will like to start off the round, well, at least for me, with her projectile throw. I don't know why she does this. It's a really slow move. But the absolute one thing you must avoid at all costs with Tsubaki is this move. You'll be surprised how fast your health drops if you get hit by that move. And there's nothing you can do about it if you throw it out. You can try and attack her in the middle of the animation, but she'll still throw it out. You can block it if you want, but blocking will just give her an opportunity to probably cross you up into an even more deadly combo. So do everything you can to keep her out of overdrive and just follow the same steps in beating her. And this was lucky as fuck. Valkenhayn is also a pretty interesting case. He doesn't have many combos to deal with outside of wolf form, so taking him on in that first step is pretty key. You want to trap him into a combo before he goes into wolf form. Let me tell you this, if he goes into wolf form, you're dead. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Bow wow equals ow ow. I'm serious about this, guys. You want to try and test the wolf? The second he goes into wolf form, you will immediately see your health drop to 0. I will even bet money on that. So, if anything, get him at least to red before his wolf form comes up, and hopefully he has a burst so he can just throw it out, and then you can laser him across the map like this. And boom, you just took on Valkenhayn safely. Now Hazuma, I'm pretty surprised with this fight. I didn't think he'd be this tough as an opponent the first time around. Hazuma likes to start off with really fast moves that have really hard to judge ranges, like 3C and his quarter circle forward back C, which travels forward as he does. That's a more dangerous move to avoid, but if you do, like I said, well, no. This is actually opposite to what I said. If you want to start off a match with charging the quarter circle back C, it's more safe than going just throwing out the move, because his moves are much faster than yours, and he might counter you, and his combos are dangerous. Really, really dangerous, and he's an extremely aggressive opponent and will not let off you if he gets the advantage. And that's kind of exactly what he did to me. Also, at this point is what I want to highlight, nerves. Nerves will get you in this fight. Hazuma is a scary opponent to fight in this mode. He's not tough, but his skill will definitely overcome you if you get nervous or you drop your combos. I got pretty scared in this fight and I was making mistakes like crazy, and as you see, it costed me the entirety of the mode. Coming back to that wasn't too hard, well, except for this bullet fight, because like I said, I did the rawest thing ever, and that's gain distance from bullet. Yeah, I recovered distance, but there's a thing. Air combos don't work. No, if your opponent is in the air, quarter circle forward C, quarter circle forward back C will not hit them for some fucking reason. I don't get it. Tao tends to do that at the start of the match too. Like I said before, quarter circle forward back C against Tao. Tao likes to jump at the beginning of the round, and as I said just now, that move cannot hit people in the air for some reason. Only the back of it can hit people in the air, but the forward of it, no. I don't understand why that is, but hey, we'll deal with it as it is. And this is just some highlights of me doing some stuff as I make my way back to Hazuma. Here's a funny Tiger thing right now. He just tried to cross me up. He does his forward C to laser, and this is that bullet sponge I was talking about. He dashes in and get lasered. So beautiful. Once I got back to Hazama, this time I had all the confidence in my eyes. I wasn't going to drop a single combo from here on in. Because this was easy. Getting back to Hazama was pretty easy, and at this point I knew that getting nervous and dropping my combos because of it wasn't an option. And Hazama became easier at that point. Now Hazama is a pretty high to mid tier character in this mode. He likes to combo a lot, so if he hits you, he'll probably go in for a long combo, and you'll always be in the Scud Punisher overdrive effect, so all his drives will do its added effect bonus, so it'll reach for some really high damaging combos. One of his key features is that he likes to do his projectile counter a lot. The thing is that his projectile counter, regardless if you threw out a projectile and he countered it, he'll just throw out that move and it'll gain him a projectile to throw at you. The projectile can be blocked, but it's really fast and powerful. So if he does charge with that move, he'll be ready to throw one. So just be aware that he has one of those when he's ready. And once you've gone through all that punishment, all that brutality, you're finally here at the final boss, Hakumen. The Hakumen, out of all the fights I had, was the most fun in my opinion. Because at this point, I've seen anything, and I'm ready for whatever Hakumen can take out on me. And defeating him should be as easy as everyone else at this point, but of course with everyone, he has his unique traits that you must be aware of. Hakumen's unique trait is his heat. Hakumen has 3 distortions that he pulls out. He has his average sword swinging attack that casts a projectile. He has his iconic counter, and he gains a new Serpent's Infernal Rapture style attack that's completely invincible and will hit you if you're not blocking or in the middle of a move. You can't do anything to counter that. And his heat, he has Terami levels of heat gain if Terami was comboing you to fucking death. So even if you're in the middle of corner raping him, he'll be gaining heat and he'll have 100 heat really quickly. So dropping your combo is not an option, because one thing he tends to do is that once you drop that counter, he'll just throw in a random distortion counter out of nowhere, and because you're going completely ham on him, you'll trip up and you will get hit by that counter. But all in all, he's an easy opponent to defeat, and ending him should be easy like this. And that's it! You've done it! You've beaten the hardest thing this game has to offer, next to Takemika fucking Zuchi. Unlimited Mars. Thank you all for joining me today, and if you're curious, out of all that, you should be, out of curiosity, I checked my rankings, and I'm ranked 40. I was surprised when I saw that. I didn't think I was doing so good with Celica. Because like I said, I'm not sure if this counts for both Japanese and American players, but yeah, I'm seeing some Japanese names in there, so probably this will do count with both. Only 263 people who own BBCPX has completed Unlimited Mars, and to get 40th place out of all of them, that's a pretty damn good feeling. I got in the double digits, man, and probably you'll do better. You can probably take these notes and probably translate them to other characters that you play. Who knows? Take what you learned and you roll with it. Have a good day, boys and girls.